let's start. So, Happy New Year, first of all. So, welcome everyone to the Chennai Mulesoft meetup. So, today's topic is Mulesoft Vibes, AI driven integration. So, before we start, we have some. Okay, sorry, share. Okay. We have some safe harbor statement. Both the speakers and host are organizing this meetup in individual capacity only. We are not representing our companies here. This presentation is strictly for learning purpose only. Organizer or presenter do not hold any responsibility that same solution will work for your business requirement. This presentation is not meant for any promotional activities. Some housekeeping statement. This recording of this meetup will be uploaded to the events page within 24 hours. Questions can be asked or submitted at any time in the chat or questions Q&A tab. So make this session more interactive. And finally, you will get the URL to share the feedback. So give us feedback, rate this meetup by filling feedback form at the end of the day. So we love feedbacks. It's bread and butter for our meetup. So you meet the meetup leaders, Chennai meetup leaders. So in 2026, they refreshed the meetup leaders list, and we have 4 meetup leaders currently. So myself from Bits and Glass, and next is Ashish Pardi. He's from Cloud Odyssey. He's working from Cloud Odyssey as a practice lead, and he's a MuleSoft ambassador as well. And Preeti Lakshmanan, she is from DXC Technology, working as a senior analyst. And Tirunyanam Nadraj, he is from TCS, working as associate consultant. Okay. So myself organizing this meetup. So I am the Chennai meetup leader, and I have total 13 plus years of experience in IT and 9 plus in MuleSoft. So I'm a certified MuleSoft developer and architect. So I work on other integrations like Databricks, Salesforce, etc. Okay. And meet our speaker, Keshavaraman Mariappan. So he is a technical integration lead and MuleSoft speaker as well. He already presented one topic for Chennai meetup. He has total 15 plus years experience, and he is working for Tech Mahindra as a tech lead. He is a certified developer as well as architect. Okay. So today's agenda is MuleSoft Vibes. What is MuleSoft Vibes? Advantage of Vibes, features in MuleSoft Vibes, and what are the challenges in AI coding. Finally, we have demo, Q&A session, and networking. So over to Keshavaraman now. I'll stop sharing.
Okay, let me share the PPT. Can you share the PPT, Lini?
Sure, I can.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Thanks, Lini.
yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for your time. Okay. Next slide, Lini. Okay. So we all are hearing this buzzword vibe coding nowadays here and there. It's not a particular code, but that term coined by the particular person who is in the image. He's the co-founder of OpenAI, is Andre Karpathy. So this vibe coding is the term coined by him. Okay. Yeah. Next slide. So this vibe coding is nothing but doing the development using the AI agents. It's there for all the technology stack like Python, Mern stack, everything. And now the MuleSoft Salesforce has brought that into MuleSoft coding. That's called MuleSoft Vibes. It earlier also we had the agent, the same agent. Now it's in a better form. Formerly it was known as Mulesoft Dev Agent. So about Mulesoft Vibe. Mulesoft Vibes is an AI agent, which makes the obviously developers life easier than ever to build, manage, and scale Mulesoft applications. It's a paramount shift from a traditional coding work, typing line by line coding, towards an agentic natural language development. So natural language is nothing but prompting, right? You all know. Okay, and so the advantages of MuleSoft vibes. So before that, vibe coding, it's using the AI agent to get the things from the internet world. So here the advantages of MuleSoft Vibe is it won't connect with the entire internet world. It's a single agentic experience. We have the Mule Dev agent. So the it is using Mule Dev agent to develop the application. So it's in a controlled way. So it's a safer place for developing our codes. Otherwise, we'll be facing the hallucinating kind of issues when it is overloaded with more amount of data, when it connected with multiple LLMs. So here the advantages of MuleSoft Vibes is it's purely for MuleSoft coding. And uh, so the dev agent is using pipeline, AI pipeline, to develop the application. uh, since it is using a single agent, it can deliver the quality code. The accuracy is approximately 90 percentage, and it is 80 percentage correctness on average across the leading LLMs. There are other LLMs you all aware, GPT from OpenAI, and Gemini, Llama, Claude. I think Claude is one of the best LLM, and Orca, Bard. So compared to these LLMs, for MuleSoft development, Dev Agent, MuleSoft Vibes is the best LLM, and this MuleSoft Vibes is using that agent. Okay, to the next slide. Yeah, thanks. In customer perspective vibes, so our clients are there, right? Always the client's expectation is more, and when we are delivering the products by manual development, there are chances of getting it delayed. So when we are using the vibes, uh, obviously faster delivery, and the productivity of the developer is going to be in its peak. And there are a lot of barriers which will slow down the delivery, especially the human barrier, like educate the developer, and they should have definitely certain amount of experience to produce a better quality code. So those barriers are removed by these MuleSoft vibes. And this is default the frictionless access to the AI capabilities via MuleSoft vibes. Since AI agent coding is going to save a lot of time, the resources can put their effort on how to improvise the services in a better way, and they can do the R&D, and they can improve the delivery, while vibes is taking care of the coding part, and it's going to finish the coding in minutes. And right now it is single agent we are using, and artificial intelligence, the artificial intelligence are used for development, um, every developer who are part of the team can deliver faster, and they can innovate when they have more time. That is the pure advantage. Okay, yeah, let's move to the next slide. Yeah, thank you. um, and what are the advantages that developer has? So the obviously, when we are developing more and more APIs, we will be repeating our a lot of components in the raml design, a lot of components in our flows, exception handling, and also frequently we will be checking the code, check out the code. All these repetitive activities can be automized, which will be good news for developer, and they can focus on the functionality of the application. And uh, instead of knowing the mel and other technical language concepts, we can use our natural language to give instruction to vibes to get our application completed. So that's nothing but happy prompting. So the developers are going to be happy when they use vibes. Okay, thank you. Next slide. uh, in one side, when when we have a lot of advantages using AI for coding, there are some challenges comes along with that. Without proper guardrails, artificial intelligence, since when it connecting to LLM, it can flood the code base, and it may impact the environment, and which will cause extra time. So that needs to be taken care of. When it is when the guardrails are in place, we can happily use the AI for development. So when it is open for multiple LLMs, and when the LLMs are not validated, so which can provide the fragile output, sorry for the typo, fragile output, and we may not get the quality output. And also there are a possibility for ethical issues. It can get multiple information from multiple systems, and when it connects with multiple systems, obviously it will consume more computing power, that may occupy more processing, and it can be biased, and it will face the hallucinations issue. So all these issues are there. So now obviously the question comes to our mind: what if our vibe coding, MuleSoft vibes, is secure and scalable? Vibe coding, so the normal vibe coding is secure and scalable. The answer for it, for MuleSoft API development, MuleSoft vibes is the answer. It is secure AI powered coding tool for managing the entire API development, Mule API development application life cycle through the prompting. That's why we are calling it happy prompting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's move to the next slide. So finally, the advantages of Mule vibes. Uh, the MuleSoft AI agent is specifically tuned for API development with our MuleSoft specifications. So it's good for MuleSoft API developments, and it has multiple tools. That API agent has multiple tools. One to develop the flow. One, it has instructions to develop the flow. One tool has development to has instruction to develop the raml, and another component to create the data weave. Since it has all these details, it's good for Mule API development. And obviously, so MuleSoft vibes, it already know the MuleSoft ecosystem in a better way, MuleSoft and Salesforce. So the application development will come in a better way. And MuleSoft vibes is MCP enabled. This MCP enabled is comes from the Salesforce side. So we can use other MCPs as well, but it comes from by default MCP enabled, so it can be used by default. That is the biggest advantage. So instead of different people using different teams using different MCP, a default MCP comes along with the MuleSoft vibes that can be used throughout across the team. So you all might have heard about this MCP protocol. It's originally created by Anthropic, who created the cloud, so that organization. So this protocol is mainly to connect to the agents, the LLMs, to seamlessly interact, especially to agent to system interactions. MCP is mainly for agent to system interaction. APIs built with MuleSoft vibes can be integrated seamlessly into other AI agents or developer tools. Yeah. Okay. Next slide, Lenny. Features in Mule vibes. It's for API development, so it follows the. It has all the details for the API development lifecycle: design, develop, manage, and operate. Build the right architecture and ensure that application meet the organization's standard. It has some rules. We can apply some rules organization level or project level. So it can be standardized among the in the organization. Development, create and modify the APIs, integrations, and MCP servers from natural language prompts. That's the clear advantage. So with the prompting natural language, our own language, we can give the instructions, so developers can develop the applications very quickly. And we can use vibes to manage the code base and track performance. These are all the repetitive tasks we perform while we develop, right? So we can take the help of MuleSoft vibes to track the performance and metrics for it, and based on the metrics we can optimize, and we can find out the reusable patterns. Finally, operate. Using MuleSoft vibes, we can monitor the systems, and we can use it for troubleshoot and get more insights. So it will check the logs, and it will come up with the issues and the solution for it, that's going to save a lot of time uh, for the operations team. Yeah. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so now demo. Let us see how MuleSoft vibes works. Let me share my screen. Okay. So we have to set up the environment. First, we should have Java setup and Maven setup before we set up the development IDE. So I have already executed them, and I will do it again. Okay.
Keshavan, there is one question. Is
Yeah.
vibes used in a real life scenario? Question from Suman.
A real life scenario. This is for vibe coding is nothing but develop the applications with the help of AI agents. It can be any project or any technology. There are options. There are AI agents to fulfill that requirement. It can be, now we are using MuleSoft vibes for MuleSoft API development. Likewise, Python applications or any web applications can be built using the vibe coding. Yeah, that answer. Okay, so let me check the Java version. Okay, so Java is installed and configured. Let me check the Maven. Yeah, Maven also configured. So here, Mulesoft Dev Agent using the Einstein AI, which is part of Salesforce. So here, Mulesoft Anypoint platform and the Salesforce org, both the systems should integrate to access the artificial intelligence agent. So let me do it. Okay, logged into Anypoint platform.
Can this application deployed in production?
Yes, it can be deployed in production. So right now, what access I have is it's a trial version. So I'm going to deploy in sandbox, but the yeah using the licensed version, it can be deployed in production as well. Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, for production deployment, ultimately all the testings will be done in the pre-prod environment, and finally we are just going to move the same package to the production, right? Okay. So the first step is go to access management, users, select the user, and add permission. Anypoint code builder. The user should have permission for Anypoint code builder and Mule developer generative AI user. So I've already selected, hence I'm not adding the permission again. So these two in Anypoint code builder. So the user should have permission for both. The user ID should have permission for both.
There is two more
Okay.
questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you use this vibe coding for create new application or existing application?
It can be used for anything. So it can analyze the existing application and it can fix the issues, and also fresh applications also can be developed from. So as we uh, as I mentioned in the last slide, from design and development and deployment and operations, it can be used in all the places.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how accurate the code generation will be using this agent?
So as I mentioned in one of the slide, as per the current testing, it's been launched Mule Vibes. Sorry. Um, um, Anypoint code developer is already there for past 1 year. This Mulesoft Vibes launched on from 1st of October 2025. So far, the accuracy is 90 percentage, and it is the highest accuracy compared to other LLMs. Okay, so user permission has been added. Now it needs to Salesforce. Here we have to enable Salesforce org to import APIs. We have to enable this one. Allow Salesforce org to access pre-built apps from MuleSoft Interactive. So both needs to be enabled. This status will be enabled once the actual connection happened, and here we have to add the Salesforce or the tenant key. I'm going to show you after this. So we have to get the tenant key from the Salesforce org, and that needs to be pasted here to connect both Salesforce and Anypoint platform. Let me open Salesforce. So here this is my org where I am working. So first we have to enable the Einstein. For that, we have to go to the settings setup part, which is right top corner. Click setup. Okay, this is the setup page. So this is a quick find. let's say this is the best way to find out all the options. So Einstein setup. So we have to enable it, turn on Einstein and prompt filter settings. These also should be enabled. These are all the, this is the 2 steps. Okay, and then agent. Enforce agents. So here we have to enable it, agent force agent. Then the third step, and this is the final step, anypoint platform. We have to link to anypoint platform setup. Okay, here enable agent force in anypoint platform. This needs to be enabled. And from here we have to get the org key from here. I have already, usually by default here, get the org key button will be there. Since I have already took and used it, it's not there. So I can copy the org key again, and I have to put it here. This address for org. Here I have to paste this code. So once I put, and it will be connected with the endpoint platform. Salesforce and endpoint platform will be connected. Once this step is done, we can see this green tick mark enabled in Salesforce, and here also turned on in anypoint platform. Before this step, we'll be noticing turned off. So after that step, turned on. If both the places we can see this enabled in and turned on, Salesforce and the Salesforce Einstein AI agent and endpoint platform is connected. Okay, so now the server side, the configurations are done and it's set up and it's ready for the development. And for development, Anypoint Code Builder is the IDE we have to use. If you can load that from internet, and you can use Anypoint Code Builder or Visual Studio Code Builder. So Visual Studio Code Builder is the IDE being used for this Mulesoft Vibes coding. And we have to log into this Anypoint platform from here, then it is connected. Let me do that. Okay, let me log in again. So by default, it will be like this until we log in. The extension Anypoint Code Builder platform extension wants to sign in using Anypoint platform. Allow. It wants to open the browser. Okay, open. And here it is asking open video code. Yes. So once I confirmed, here again it's asking for the confirmation. Allow Anypoint Code Builder platform extension to open this URI. So now the logging is happening. Okay, so now it's logged in. So in the Visual Studio Code, there are now Anypoint Code Builder. These are called these dev agent extensions. By default, it won't be there. We have to go to the extension and we have to search for it. So Anypoint Code Builder API extension. Right now, this is in install state. Initially, we have to install it. Okay, once it is installed, actually I want to show these things in here. So in the anypoint code builder extension, what we get is this data weave extension, dependencies extension, integration extension, unit extension, platform extension. All these seven components, seven tools are part of it when we install these API extensions. So and we will get, once that is installed, we will be seeing these ones: Anypoint Code Builder and Mulesoft Dev Agent. This is nothing but Dev Agent is nothing but Mulesoft vibes. Okay. Okay. So get started. We can see some sample prompts are here. So how the prompts should be, or we can use these prompts to start our samples. And so it comes with by default one MCP server. Okay, and there are options other MCP servers as well. This is the option settings. So right now by default Mulesoft MCP server is configured, and we can go to marketplace, and we can search, and we can use, if you know some better MCP servers to connect with other LLM, yeah, we can use it. And also other any organization level own MCP servers, if anything we know, we can configure that, we can use that as well. And by default Mulesoft MCP server is there. So this is going to connect to the Einstein. This is what that. Okay. So recent tasks, it will have prompts, whatever we use, the history of prompts what we used, we can. So this auto approve is enabled. So when it executes command, when it performing some operations, it will always come to the developer to get the confirmation. So based on that, we can enable it or we can disable it. So this MCP Mulesoft MCP server option we already checked. And one more mode is plan mode and act mode. Plan mode is when we give the prompt in plan mode, it will or architect the all the steps what it going to perform for the prompt. It will list down all the details for our confirmation before it. But if we if you do prompt in act mode, it will plan and it will implement the prompt. Means it will be in the auto approved state. It will implement the prompt. It will finish the task. Okay, and there are one more section with the options.
One more question. Is
Yeah.
it compulsory to use MCP?
Yeah. Without MCP, it cannot connect to the AA agent. Yeah, MCP is mandatory. It's a protocol to connect to the AA agents. Okay, and there are few more options. We'll go through it. One is enable auto and toggle all. So by selecting this, all the options will be toggled. And by unchecking this, okay, I think it is. There are two sides are there. Please note down that. Okay, toggle all, toggle remove. So enable auto approve and read project files. read all files. So read project files, we are giving permission to read all project related files like raml, sorry, mule flow file, mule property file. We are giving permission to read it, edit it, such kind of permissions. And there is one more option, read all files. Select this, it will read it. We are giving permission to read all the files which is inside the system. So it may edit or delete some of the files. So this is not a, so read option is okay, but update and delete commands are not safe commands. So we have to be a bit careful. So these enable auto approve. Okay, that's fine. And project files. This is project related. It's asking project related files. And again, edit. Okay, so this is read project file. This is edit project file. So edit all files. We have to be careful when we select this. It may delete some key files from the system. So this may not be safe in some scenarios. And execute safe command. Safe command is like read the file, create new directory. Those and all considered safe commands. And all command is like these edit files, delete files are not considered as a safe command. So have to be a bit careful when selecting these options. Use MCP servers and use the browser. This also can be enabled based on the requirement. So it's nothing but so right when I was logging into the Anypen platform, it asked me before it opened the browser. Okay, but if it is enabled, we are we are already giving the permission. It will, without asking us, it will open the browsers and all. So okay, so these are all the basic options we have. Okay, so now I think let's create application. Do that. Okay, first let's design an API. Name. Let me create a project for university library.
If someone has any question, you can unmute and speak.
Hey, hi, this is Anjana. I asked, so you were doing some initial configurations in the Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
To give the platform details and all.
Yes.
So when we are using the Mulesoft Enterprise Edition, so the Salesforce will come also in that license.
Salesforce Enterprise Edition. So for developer and trial purpose, I think it can be used. Some short period access will be there, but for organization purpose, it comes along with what we buy when we buy. So that
So
needs.
it's like an extra cost we have
Yes,
to.
yes, yes, yes. So the cost, how many prompts we can use, or how many prompts we can use within an hour.
Okay.
It's calculated based on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Salesforce trial account is free for 45 days. If you're active, means within 45 days, if you're login in between, it will be active throughout. So if you're not active, it will be disconnected in 45 days. Salesforce.
Yeah, but I'm looking for the enterprise-wide
Okay.
solution.
Sanjana, answer to your question is it will be included in your license, okay? You can't
Okay.
do any development in Salesforce, but the Einstein and the automation credits, you can use it via your license. Okay, so MuleSoft will give you that. Okay, for
Oh,
example,
okay.
in MuleSoft we have something called IDP. IDP
Mm.
can't work without Salesforce org. Okay, Salesforce org has to be enabled with Einstein. Then only you can run IDP, right? So
Okay.
this dev agent also comes that way. Okay, so if you are using any point code builder, this is actually using agent force behind the scene.
Okay.
Okay, so
Got
what
it.
dev agent we're talking about, it's the agent force.
Mm.
And the MCP server which is used here, right? New MCP server, that is nothing but it is using platform APIs behind the scene, right? We used to have any point CLI, right? Exactly, the MCP server is wrapper on top of it. Okay, so when
Okay.
you use agent force, it talks to MCP server. MCP server talks to your anypoint platform and perform all the actions.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Ashish. Okay, so I'm let's create the API. Okay, I'm giving the business group name. So select the project name and location, REST API. Okay, let me create the project. So it's creating API specification. Usually it's faster. Okay. So API project creator, do you trust the author of the files in this folder? So it's asking again. So it is writing the files into the folder, right? So it's asking yes. Okay. So it project. Let me go to the folder location and see. So it created and it created the raml structure just created. Okay. So now we can give prompting. Okay. So this is the one. Okay. New library. Okay, so the file is created. Let's give prompting. So already noted, prepared my prompting, and this is what I'm going to give. You can give new directory also, but now let me give on the same directory. Okay, so and college library requires Okay, to provide better service to the students, create RAML specification for the library to manage book withdrawal mechanism. Um, so create RAML file in target directory. So I'm giving location of RAML file as well. So I'm giving a simple instruction to create the RAML. Let's see. Giving me prompt run. So see, break down the tasks. First, I should check the current content of the existing RAML. Okay, and create comprehensive RAML specification for library book withdrawal system. It's asking for the approval. Agent Force wants to read this file. So already it has the RAML file, this file. It's going to read the file and then it's going to create on it. Okay, it's creating the RAML file. So see. Okay. I can see there's a basic. So it is a file. It is giving some command. I can see there's a basic RAML file with minimal content. I'll create a comprehensive RAML specification for the library book withdrawal and for the library operations. Okay. Creating multiple resources and multiple operations under that. It's created more than 1,000 lines so far. Okay, it's completed. API request. It's asking permission to save it. So before that, let's see what's been created. Description, security, implemented security schema. Okay, and it has created types to use under resources: book, student, withdrawal, book withdrawal, reservation. Fine. Okay, looks okay. Let me save it. Okay, so once confirmed, it has put all the information into the RAML file. Okay, so it says I need to fix the RAML. So at the time of save operation, it is checking the RAML again. I need to fix the RAML validation. There is a validation error. It has find out. The issues are with the array type definitions in the report section. Let me correct it. So it's asking permission to correct it. I'm giving permission. Okay, so it says the RAML task is completed. Okay, so it has implemented authentication and security, and it has created resources for user management, book catalog management, book withdrawal system, return and renewal process. So it has created a detailed design for the library management, and these are all the resources for authentication and users book withdrawal. So if we don't want any particular structure, yeah, we can remove it. So this is what the dev engineer has given to us. Okay, so reservation is there. So for example, if I don't want this reservation functionality now, or I don't want to implement it, delete it.
There is one question. Can we customize the field names as per the requirement in the prompt?
Yeah, yes, we can give the field name prompt also, and we can edit here itself. If I want this structure in reservation book, something like that, yeah, we can do that, and it will accept. Okay, so I have updated it. Okay, so it's created the ramble with the detail options this section, and we can remove it. It's a type. Yeah, auth is there, log there, user section is there, user ID is there. I'll delete these withdrawals. Okay, so likewise, we can edit, and we can finalize the ramble. So okay, the ramble is created, and it is waiting for the next task. So likewise, we if we want any additional details, we can give add delete operation for books. Okay, it's asking permission to read the file again. So here it shows it has okay. It created the delete operation. Okay, delete operation. Okay, let me confirm it. Okay, so now that part of the ramble now. Okay, so now let's publish this to the exchange. Any point. Okay, so already one is college library is there. This one is university library, and customer management APIs are there. So now I am going to publish this API.
Is the ramble created available in any point design center?
Right now it is in my local.
Okay.
Just it is in my local. So the organization group ID should be given. Okay. So to publish, it has created the command. So here you can see create and manage assets tool. This is from the Mule Dev Agent. It is using different tools for it has multiple tools, and then now it is using create and manage assets. This is the command it's going to execute. Operation create group ID, what type and the project path, univlib, and keywords. Okay, have to publish. Okay, so there is a response. It has some error, and invalid path contains some dangerous pattern, and it's preparing more details. I think it's fixed to something. What is the fix? I think this project path. See, it's not clear, and here it's fixed to proper path decal and demo read. Okay, again it's failed. Tool execution success false. Request ID error. Any point exchange API call failed. I see the issue is unresolved reference to reservation type. Okay, what I changed, it is causing some issue. Let me fix the type reference issue. Okay, save. Okay, it's fixing. See, I have made some manual mistake and it is correcting. Again, it's preparing for public. Okay, approving. Again, it's failing. Any point exchange API call failed. What is the issue? The properties of the exchange JSON file contains in the package do not correspond to the properties. Mismatch. The version showing some issue on the version instead of undefined should be v1 instead of undefined. Okay, I see the issue. There's a mismatch between the property. Okay, I'm approving. Okay, it's fixing. Exchange.j. It identified the problem and it's fixing. Okay, save. Okay, it's going to publish again. It's going to try. Okay, so now the status is true. Message successful. Okay, so now it says the task is completed. Let's check in the exchange. Okay, let me refresh it. Yes. So you see, University Library Management. It's been published to exchange. Okay, so you all know this exchange and how to validate it, right? Yeah. Okay. So here there is an option A project. Here also we can. Meanwhile, let me prepare another prompt quickly. Okay, so let's create the project now. Develop. Okay. So I'm going to use this prompt, develop a recipe for below requirement, create a mule flow by scaffolding the RAML using the RAML. API name should be University Library, and create a target. I'm giving the same target. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show. Even before we publish the API into Exchange, here itself, using these option API console view, we can see it here in the Visual Studio Code itself. Okay, let me go to the agent and give my next prompt. Due to time constraint, I'm expediting. Okay, so to develop the REST API project, I have given the prompt, create a mule YAML, and using the location. Maybe let me give a wrong location. Oh no, I think it will create that. Let's see. Okay, start new task. Sorry. Okay, so it's analyzing and preparing plan for project creation. Okay, a new library. Okay, it's permission to read the RAML. Approve. So it's already here. It found it out. Note the one at the end. It is warning us. Okay, now I have the comprehensive RAML specification mule project. So now it's using another tool in the agent. So actually in the agent, okay, so this mule MCP server settings. If you go here, okay, here we can see the tools what are comes along in this Mulesoft MCP server. It has 41 tools: generate mule flow, generate MU. So different tools are used for different functionality. Okay. Okay, so it's using one. Okay, approve. Error path does not exist. Okay, it's asking permission to create that. Okay, let me give permission. So here, if you see, it's executing it. Make directory. Okay, it's created. Create project, and so after creating the directory, it's asking again initiating the project creation. Okay, wants to execute this command, copy RAML. Okay, I think it wants to copy the RAML file from university folder to university one folder. Okay, it's executing. Could not find a part of the path. There is some issue in the command what it executes. It has dot slash, so it's unable to find. So it's fixing the problem. Okay, again make direct. Okay. It is again giving dot dot. Oh, it's copied. Okay, approve. So I think due to time constraint, maybe once the project is created, I think we can wind up. These are the for the tool. So it's creating the flow. Okay. So before itself, it is checking the RAM. Since I gave a different folder, it has to create the folder and it has to copy the files from the previous folder. It took all those activities to fix the problem. Okay, so this is the has created flows, subflows. Okay. Since it is straightforward, I didn't mention anything about any backend service and integration. So it's going to be a straightforward one. So it's created with a few lines of codes. I'm saving it. It's creating global.xml now. Okay, save. It's create the files one by one for that. Okay, so now it's pom.xml, or it's adding all the dependencies. Okay, save. See the pom.xml group artifact ID. It's created perfectly. Okay, so property file now, host, port, database URL, JDBC. Approve, open project. True. Opening project. Okay, so it is executing the Maven clean package. So pom file is created, then it's doing the cleanup operation. Some issue. Okay, so it has corrected its command and it's going to try again. So it's removed that ampersand symbol. Okay, it's just task is completed. Okay. Okay, so CD agent wants to execute this command. So it's meant the task is completed. It's running the project. Okay. Project structure created based on the Maven. Key components implemented, raml specification and authorization. It's part of the raml. All these are Mule application files are created. Global XML, PAM XML, config properties. It is created flow architecture as well in an HTTP format. Maybe we can go and check. Okay, it's just asking. And okay, so let me go to the file location and check the university library one. Okay, maybe instead of here we can check in the visual code itself. Okay, see Mule global XML university library, and the structure is proper as we do pom.xml config file, etc. It's created. Okay, so it marked as it's completed. So project has been created. Actually, the next step should be we can run it in local and we can deploy it to the exchange. So right now, due to time constraints, so Lini, I think we can uh, plan for maybe a session. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, sure.
yeah.
Um, okay. So thanks, Keshava for the great session. And yeah, thank you all the participants. So if you guys have any questions, you can unmute and speak, or else we can wind up. I think there is no questions. Yeah, thanks, Keshavan. We
Hello.
can wind up. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
Hi,
Lini.
everyone.
Sorry. Yeah. Who
Hello.
is that? Yeah, you
You
can.
hear me?
Hey, Bo. Yeah, please.
Okay. Thanks for the meet. I want to get, to ask we can test the the project with the console like console in Endpoint Studio. When we run the application, can we test it in the console?
Sorry, question. Sorry, Ibu.
Console
Yes.
is here, right?
We in the
So
console API, like Endpoint Studio.
yeah, below we have the
API
console.
kit quoi? Okay, right.
Yeah. Here. Terminal is there. Yeah, output section.
Console.
Yeah, debug
He
console
is
is there.
asking for the
Yeah.
logs.
Logs. Yeah.
Logs.
No,
No, I
in
think
the
he's asking for API Kit console. We have that in any point studio, right? When we launch it, API Kit console generates, and then we can test it from there. Is that what you are asking for?
specification. Yes. Yes, this
Okay,
is that.
understood. Do we have API Kit console also? Like because plugin automatically generates in Studio, right? So maybe check in any of the other tabs, like the GUI version or something. Is it having that type of option? Yeah,
This is
sure.
yeah. This is
We do have
API.
it. It seems like Ibu. Can you click on endpoint case of like maybe see if it is generating? It's we are able to send the request from here.
Which one? Yeah.
Click any one of the endpoint there in the documentation. The
Okay. Maybe get. Yes.
right. We do seems to have an option. Yeah.
Okay. Send. I think the connection takes more time.
Probably, yeah, probably that URL is not right. I mean, marking URL is not right.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. This is not the proper URL. Yeah. It cannot reach. Yeah.
Yeah, once we have the base URI right, it should work probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that answer the question?